tiller from Sunjoe. A tiller is a huge help when you need to chop up some of the soil in your yard to get it ready to plant things, whether you're doing a garden, whether you're edging, whether you are, just needing to till the soil. I've got bare spots in some of my lawn areas where I've purchased the seed that you can throw on there that comes in a big bag along with the soil and fertilizer for it, but you have to chop up what's on the ground first. You can't just throw it on hard, rocky soil. So a tiller is such a faster way of doing this than getting out there with a rake or a hoe or a shovel. It's a lot less work, and you get perfect professional results every time. So we have two options for you. You can get the tiller itself, by itself, or you can get the tiller with a great Sunjoe battery. This battery is the same battery that works on all of their other tools. So we are offering it both ways because you may have other Sunjoe tools that already have this battery that you can pop onto this tiller as well. So again, the sale price goes away at the end of the day, 4 payments of under $25. Sean Pickford, come on in. Tell us about it.
So I absolutely love my Sunjoe tiller, and I use it for planting, and I love it for weeding. I can't stand weeds, and I'm really good at growing weeds this year. I don't know what it is, but even to get into the flower beds and even to the tight spaces and stuff like that, I mean, you can see this guy get really down into the soil and dig. The rocks, the mulch, whatever it is, doesn't matter. It's no challenge for this because that 24-volt system, and look, I can just hold it there and dig that up. I mean, look at the fresh dirt that I just turned over right there in a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how hard I push down on this because that 24-volt power really does the job. Those 10 steel tines on here, when they're spinning and they're churning all that dirt up, whether it's Georgia clay, it's no match for them.
Yeah, and it really is. If you've got weeds in that dirt, it just grinds them all up. So you don't have to pull the weeds out first,
awesome for
which is great. I don't know what's going on this year in this area, but there's this sort of like this weird little like ground cover weed that's growing everywhere. These little green leaves that got all over my old mulch. So that's the perfect thing for this. Just grind it all in and put the new mulch down. So I just want to point out to everybody while I'm standing here that, again, you are getting this extended protection plan from our friends at Sunjoe. So normally this will come with a 2-year limited manufacturer's warranty, but you get an additional year. So this has 3 years altogether. This is the one that comes with the battery. Again, you can order it without the battery as well if you don't need, but with batteries more popular. Sean, this particular battery will work on any other future Sunjoe tools that I purchase as well. Like for instance, the snow blower and the pole saw, right?
Yeah, your leaf blowers, all those things. Anything that says 24V iON, all the batteries are interchangeable. We started that program last year at QVC because a lot of people said I don't need 10 batteries. I have 10 different tools. I only need a couple. They're all interchangeable. They all have the power, and that's what I love. 24-volt is absolutely awesome. See, look how easy that is to till.
Yeah,
you don't have to get on your hands and knees. You're not using the shovel and the hoe and all that stuff.
So we've really packed some soil in here, and it's not just potting soil out of a bag. This is soil from outside. But I just want you to know that if you have rock hard dirt that's not been chopped up forever, this will do exactly the same thing on those hard patches of soil in your yard. If you're trying to add some grass seed or chop up soil for a new mulch bed or a garden. So what do we want to show, Chunky? We have some animation, Sean, to show how this works. So let's show everybody that.
Yeah, you can see this is our 24-volt cordless tiller. There's those 10 steel tines on either side. So 24 volts is really powerful. You can build a house with an 18-volt drill driver. This is even more power. You can get it through the loose compacted soil. You can churn things over. You can turn over your mulch. Maybe you just need to freshen it up a little. It's awesome for planting. A lot of people are putting in gardens this year, myself included. It's been a while. I absolutely love this for weeding. I can go between the flowers, between the vegetable plants, all those different things. It gets deep down. It'll dig a 6-inch hole in a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
And look at this. I mean, 9 pounds. So you're not toting around anything. You don't have to worry about oil or gas. And there's all the other tools you can use with it.
Yeah, so if you buy this and you don't have any of those tools yet, or even if you do, now you've got a backup battery, which is great. I just want to mention, too, that this, and Sean's showing you how it works, this does demolish weeds. So if you have a big thistle patch or dandelion patch or something you're trying to get rid of, you don't have to do that extra step of pulling weeds first. This grinds them up.
No.
It gets them down to the taproot. The weeds are destroyed. Now, if you want to go in there and throw in some weed preventative before you plant your garden, or if you want to put the new mulch down on top of it, this is such an easy way to do it. And you're right, this compact size allows you to get in between plants that are already there without hurting those plants. It's a really good width, I think.
Yeah, it really is. It gets into all the tight spots, but because of that 24-volt power and how fast the times thing, you can even get into fresh grass like she's doing there to start your garden. But getting in between things, turning things over, it really is an awesome little tool. I absolutely love this. I love that I don't have to be on my hands and knees weeding. I can dig a hole. We just bought some fresh plants. We had to put them in the garage last night because it's freezing here in Pennsylvania today.
Right.
But we're going to plant them tomorrow because it'll be 60 degrees. I don't have to worry about getting out the shovel to dig the hole. This will dig the hole for me to plant those plants.
Yeah, and Sean, if it gets into the 30s again after tonight, I don't know what's going on. It's like this wacky, weirdo weather right now. Now, let me update everybody.
We got a little snow out our way.
You guys, if you want the choice that does not have a battery, because you've already got one, there's fewer than 100 of these to go around. The video there is showing that, how do I charge the battery? It comes with a wall plug. So Sean, let's talk about the battery for a second. So how long does it take to charge, and how long will it run continuously?
So basically, it takes about 2.5 hours to fully charge.
Okay.
On this guy, it'll run, depending on what you're using on, average about 30 minutes. So I have one of the other ones I grabbed off the shelf. So whether it's this color battery, again, as long as it says 24V, if you already own one, you can interchange all of them. It can be the little thicker one that we had for the snow blower. Doesn't matter. They all work the same. They all have the power. And the great thing with the power is it stays consistent from the first second to the last second. It doesn't fall off. So, and you can always check the battery charge on it because there's a little button on there. And when you press the little button, it actually shows you what it's like and how much juice I have left in the battery. So there's no guesswork. All you do is hit that little button there and you know what you have left.
And remember, if you have other of the Sunjo tools, you can use their battery in this and keep going if you need to go more than 30 minutes. So stay in the ordering process. The sale price is ending at the end of the day. So you want to make sure and grab yours, especially if you want the one without the battery, because it's really limited. 4 payments of $24.99. Thank you, my friend Sean Pickford.
Thank you. Stay warm.
So as part of Find Your Happy, okay, we have bloopers, and I don't think